Hello and welcome to our project GHS, which is Global Healthcare System, which is based on health theme. Our team name is Debug Thugs, and here are our team members: Tapan, Rushi, Mohit, and Manthan. We are from the Indian Institute of Information Technology, Vadodara. This is our submission for the hackathon Hack the Valley 5. Next, this is our problem statement. Simplifying medical procedures by organizing and preserving each user's health data, connecting a global healthcare system for booking appointment in hospital or clinic is a very hectic task. To go over the hospital and book appointment, this is very a hectic task. So we have developed a solution. It is not us to where we should go for clinic in case of emergency. That's why we have to only go for the hospital or clinic in case of emergency. The government lacks a mechanism that can provide statistical data about each disease as well as data on medicine supply chain. Which medicine is goes to where this type of data is not available at this time on the government side. There is no system which help government to keep eye on country's health system and citizens' health. Next, this is our solution. We have built a platform where anyone, including doctors, users, can register and log in using their basic identity information, which is issued by government authorities. Higher authorities can verify the doctors. Verified doctors have access to doctors panel where they can check patient's appointment, which patient is come over there at which date and which time, and also book appointment for themselves to go for another doctor. They have a access of patient's full history, patient's full medical history, yeah, and also they are able to enter data on a current health issue and the patient's expenditure on that issue. Doctor can add medicine, disease, extra remarks if something on the user's profile if needed. Users can book their appointment with any doctor and they can also search for doctor by selecting doctor's degree and specialty type. Users can see their medical expenditure for doctor's fees and for medical medicines too. Next. From now onwards, my friend Manthan will continue.
Okay, thank you very much, Tapan. So let's talk about the impact of this initiative. So the impact of this initiative is really very huge. The initiative will help citizens, governments, and doctors to get to know about patients' medical history. It centralizes users' health data. Higher authorities can also use the centralized data to get information about the health issue and how many users are affected by it. They can also get information about how much normal people spend on health issues. This can be seen by the features that we have added in our system, such as booking appointment, showing patients' medical history, which generally do not comes in the same place. The thing that is not available in market is the combination of all solutions of healthcare system and basic technique required to manage all things easily is all available in our system. Next slide, please. Next, yeah. So let's talk about technology used in this project. So for front end, we have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, PHP, and jQuery. And for backend, we have used Django. Next slide. Now let's talk about future perspectives. Currently, the project can be used by doctors and normal users, but it can be enhanced by making a panel for higher authorities. This will help higher authorities to get information about health issues, health expenses of citizens. As there is no higher authorities panel, the doctor cannot be verified, but an architecture for verifying doctors using their license can be implemented. Normal users will be verified using government verification ID cards to make it more robust and synchronized with existing government identification system. Okay, now I will hand over to Mohit.
Thank you, Manthan. So, as we have discussed earlier, our main goal is to provide such a big portal which can handle both the doctors and the patients. This creates a one big platform on which all the doctors and the patients can interact with each other. They can book appointments and they can easily check the patients while performing on this platform. Let's talk about the innovation. So, when a patient visits a doctor, the doctor asks about the medical history of that patient, and this might become very long process while other patients are waiting behind. So, if we are using our portal, then it becomes very initiative and that our doctors are will be able to conclude all these tasks very easily, and the users will not have to wait for a long time at hospitals, and they can book appointment online and select the date and time of the slot, and higher authorities can access visualization and take insights of medical data of the citizens. The user or the patient can log in and see his medical history, his past records, and medical expenditure. The expenditure on the doctor's fees and medical medicines is also visible to user and not to the doctor to keep the financial data abstracted. Next, feasibility. So the doctors can check their patients up within no time by looking at the past records of the patients. The medical history of the patients which have came earlier, their records has been stored in the portal. So doctor can easily look that without wasting any time. The user can see how much he spent on which issue and which health issue he is prone to. So both the users and doctor will be benefited by this. If the panel goes for higher authority, which is implemented, they can get insights about the health issues and expenditure on health issues to make citizens aware about it or corresponding changes wherever necessary. So this is our project. Now my friend Rushi will demonstrate the project.
So let's see the demo of the project. So this is our project, GHS, Global Healthcare System. So you can see our features. Let's see our team. You can connect us with the different social media accounts. Now let's see. The greatest wealth is a health. This is some of our features. Now this is contact us page. Now let's login. For login, first we need to register. So let's first register as a user. Uh, Enter the name, Mohit, last name, date of birth, 15 month. Select the gender, enter the email address. Now enter the phone number. Now let's select the pic. Now username. Now password. This should be of length 8. Now let's register. See, as you register, it takes you to the home page of the user. So here you can see your username. Hello Mohit. Welcome to the global healthcare system. Now let's see the user details. You can see here the profile picture, username and all other details that enter by user while registration. Now these are some of our features like book appointment, show appointment history and a feedback. So let's book appointment. But first, booking the appointment, we need to register for a doctor. As I have not registered any doctor, they're not a doctor. So let's sign out and again register a doctor first. Now let's register a doctor. Birth date, gender, email address, and the phone number. Now profile picture. Now here it asks for the degree of the doctor. So let's select the MBBS. Now specialization. You can see there are many specialization. Let's select anyone. Now here add the hospital name, your username, here the password. Now let's register. So as you register for a doctor, you can see you this takes you to the homepage of the doctor. Here it shows the details of the doctor like profile picture and all other things. So let's log out and log in for the user and see. So user, so login. So let's now book appointment. Here you can also search if the any doctor is registered for the specific field, it may come. But here you can see there is no registered doctor. So you can see there are other registered. This one I registered. Now let's book a appointment for this. Select a date, May 21. Now select a time, 22 4, and book appointment. So appointment is booked. You can see here. So book appointment. See doctor name, date, and a time. In the history, there is no history yet because the user is not gone to the doctor. When user go to doctor and go doctor treat him, then he can see here the history, and here is the feedback form. Here you can provide the feedback of the doctor. So here two doctor, as you can see, Manthan and Tapan. So let's provide a feedback. Waiting time. Did you wait for more than 15 minutes? No. Recommendation. Yes. This is the optional field feedback. Now let's submit. So feedback. Your feedback is submitted. Now let's sign out. And now again sign in as a doctor. Login as a doctor. Manthan is the username and password. Now login. So here we login. Now this one is for doctor. If doctor want to go for the treatment, then he can book appointment for itself, or here he can see the patient appointment. Now see this, doctor can see the Mohit is appointment, book a appointment for his and a date and a time. Doctor can also see check this patient and a patient history. If he click on the patient history, he can see the whole patient history. But as of now, there is no patient history of the patient. There is none. Now let's go to home. Patient appointment. Now check this patient. Suppose a patient come to doctor and doctor treat him. Now doctor will update his history. So you can see that this is the not editable field. Username, this is already specified. Now let's add the hospital name and details like what disease he has, like suppose corona. Now suppose he gives some medicine like vaccine. Now charges, suppose charges. Now submit. Now doctor is submitted. Now you can see the patient. See the patient is come, so he removed from the patient's appointment. Now history. There is no history of the doctor. Now let's log out and again see for the patient if his history is updated or not. So let's see. Here is history. You see here history of the patient is updated like corona, covaxin, AIMS, charges, and this one. So patient through which patient can maintain that how his history is. Here is again feedback form. Sign out. So that's all about the project. Thank you.